visiting sideline, the Bengals and their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. On the opposing sideline, that's the Saints head coach. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And we're off and running from New Orleans. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And headed out with him, there he is, their first-round pick at quarterback in his first career NFL start.
Look, there are pressures that come along with being a first-round pick. You're expected to lead your team to bigger and better things right away, no matter the situation you're drafted into. But to his credit, he has
breaks through and breaks away. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
That's good for Bengals.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. A throw left side finds Johnson. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On the shotgun, here's Rodgers.
2nd and 9.
Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
15 yards.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And with a nice scan, he runs him down inside field goal range.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and a lone yard coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Taylor trying to run for this first. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 5 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
27-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Rodgers from the gun. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You trade a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first down. A gain of 14.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Pistol snap. Rodgers. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Bengals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1.
Saints, nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Kennedy now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by one of the strongest throwers in the game and a great athlete as well from Tennessee, Joe Milton.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
The 31-yard line.
Play fake, it's Milton. Finds a man, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Saints.
Milton now. He finds Tigakakwo for the grab. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the
New
Saints
set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Completed left side to Thomas. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 9. Might be able to start their game with a score here, bro. This is 1st and goal.
That's another Saints.
They give to Hall on the draw. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. You just put on a show.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald trying to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back to the 27. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. They're 1-for-1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Okay, it was inevitable. He's going to get an interception. You play quarterback in this league. Eventually, at some point, you're going to throw your first. Now, most importantly, he's got to flush it and move on.
2nd drive coming up for the Saints offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They go right back to Hall. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Makes the catch. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bengals 7.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Keeps away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Rodgers. Taken in by Kirk right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Takes this in at the 25. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He steps out of bounds.
Break the huddle, it's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set a 3rd and very short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
He's going to keep this one. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I would give a lot of credit to that.
Well, Dan Campbell never shy when he disagrees with a call, and he's thrown the red flag here.
Previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first down. And And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Still at the 40 here, second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up third
to the air on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
The Bengals take over first.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down throw here by Rodgers. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
It's 3rd down.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. Riley Dixon on the punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And center receiver left. They'll start this one out with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's on target to Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 13-point lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow it.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Bengals 7.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Saints and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. They start the drive with Hall. He dodged the tackle. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. It was almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Milton to throw. They set up the screen here for Hall. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Got his man. Thomas has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Saints, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 9 at the Bengals.
It's this one, Myers. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Here's Milton. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one's complete over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
A 49-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
He's fed to the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Rodgers from the gun.
35-yard line.
He can run it. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the first. Offense in a hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The coverage by Micah McFadden.
Here's Rodgers. Buys time, rolling right. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Rodgers going to throw on 1st. Going with the screen to Taylor. Room to run inside the 20. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
14 more yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 14.
From the red zone now.
Cincinnati.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals chop some of the lead off before the half. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 10.
Saints 24, Bengals 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Kennedy now to return it. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And is enough time to put something together. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So first set of downs now from 39.
That's good for a Saints first down.
He's back to throw. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals might be able to get some points late after the interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Return starts at the 3. only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Saints and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Well, he already has himself one interception in his game partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And the Saints, first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's got it at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
That little 8-yard scooch. Here comes 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
A give left side for Hall. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. 6 yards to go here. It's third down. Now air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock. Don't come away with any points just yet.
Incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap here to Milton. He will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brees Hall with the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where you start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
One right down the middle. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bengals and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. Look at a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Second down carry for Taylor. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs.
Third and 1.
They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field.
At their own
And
21-yard
unsurprisingly,
line.
Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. You got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Here now on 3rd down. Bengals get to him and take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. And now here comes the Bengals on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now here's Rodgers. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd
Throw here. 3rd down.
and 6.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here comes the Saints offense. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here.
Milton lost it. And the Bengals get to it.
Okay, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Drive starts with an option, right side. By a man, he's in the clear. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Jonathan Taylor. A gain of 4 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Third and long, they're going to throw. It's complete, play made by Cook. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Cincinnati.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Kennedy now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints and Joe Milton set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Play fake. It's Milton. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
65 yards is the gain on the play. That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
This one's caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. All right, here we go. Second down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Back now, pressure coming. Catch made. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
Brings up third down.
Trying to do it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints make it a 16-point ball game. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Starting from the 5. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. First down run netted him nothing. Here's second and 10.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 3.
Now Rodgers on his third and short. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Bengals.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Rodgers going to throw on first. This will be caught once again by Diggs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Taylor now up the middle. The extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong the way they hoped it would, Bob.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'll take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Five men in the secondary for the Saints. Third down. Rodgers from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Carlson's kick is good. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
This return starts at the 5. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints and Joe Milton set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They run. Here's Hall. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down. They'll go right side with Hall. He got what he could on the cutback inside, but it winds up well short of the marker. He gets him 6, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Punting unit out
It's
now.
4th down.
It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bengals.
Rodgers off the play action. That's going to get caught by his back. Taylor. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Jonathan Taylor.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action here with Rodgers. Complete to Diggs out left. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Kate, to get a sack and a down and distance like that tells me that's one connected defense. A front and secondary that plays to one another, understands one another, and even in a 3rd and short situation could get home for a sack.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They motion the tight end over. On first down, here comes Hall. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They give on second to Hall. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Bengals get to it.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bengals 31.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Saints come marching onto the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Lost control of another one. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Out of the gun. It's Milton. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Next on the crosser. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for 1 play last drive, and they found the end zone. First down throw here by Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
T.J. Hawkinson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers.
43-yard line.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
A gain of 19
They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's still going at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
15 more yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 15. And a Bengal first down.
To throw, Rodgers. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
10 more yards. Complete to T.J. Hawkinson. 10 yards on the pickup.
Running for the marker on second. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal. Now Rodgers. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
The coverage by Micah McFadden.
Now here's Rodgers. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now trail by just a point in the fourth. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
38-all.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Kennedy now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10.
Junior. Incomplete.
Milton back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long. Motioning one of the tight ends. Hilton now on third down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. He can't hang on to the pass. And that brings up fourth and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Here's a give to Taylor. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
It's now third down. And
back to throw it. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
That's good for Bengals. First down.
From the gun, Taylor. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Bengals in range for a game-winning score. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Taylor trying the left side. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans.
Brought down back at
And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Throwing now. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it fourth down. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash.
38-yard attempt.
That one is good. And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
41.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Kennedy now to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The New Orleans offense set to go now. So first and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw.
38-yard line.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
Here he is to throw. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete.
Intended for Jacoby Myers.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses. And a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.